Joining me now is Toronto's medical officer of health who joined us earlier and has stuck around for us, Dr. Eileen de Villa. Good morning to you again.
Good morning once again.
All right, so again, this release just coming to us that we are going to hear an update on the status of the AstraZeneca vaccine. I know everything has sort of been put on hold. What to do with those second doses, some of them expiring by the end of the month. Is the City of Toronto ready to potentially get these second doses into arms?
Well, as it turns out, when it comes to the city, we have not been directly involved in the AstraZeneca campaign. That's largely occurred through our pharmacy and primary care partners. But certainly everyone, I'm sure, is interested in hearing what the update is from our Chief Medical Officer of Health. Lots of questions around this and hopefully some answers coming a little bit later this morning.
Okay, so we will stay tuned for that. Again, that one is at 10 this morning. Let's step backwards a little bit and talk about this three-part reopening from the province. A lot of it, well, it is based on vaccination rates. So let's see where Toronto stands right now. Where are we with vaccinations and what are we on track to hit?
Well, we are already over 60% of those aged 18 years of age and older with at least one dose of vaccine on board and in a relatively short period of time. So, Mel, I have to say this to the amazing people that are participating in the vaccination campaign and, of course, to all those Torontonians who've already gotten vaccinated. Thank you for that. I can't tell you how important this is. The province has set a target for the entire province to have 65% of all those aged 18 or more to get vaccinated by the end of the month. I think we should have no problem hitting that. But of course, now that we know that vaccine is available to those who are 12 years of age and older, we are really trying to ensure with our vaccine partners that people get vaccinated down to the age of 12. Of course, you need to be 12 on that day of vaccination. But, we really do want people to get vaccinated to the greatest extent possible. It is certainly a key component to getting us to the other side of this pandemic, no question.
We would all like to see that other side. But when we see those vaccination rates looking into stage 3, and that's hitting that 70 to 80% mark, do you think that we'll get there, or do you think that there might be a wall that we hit when it comes to vaccine hesitancy, that we will never actually hit that mark?
Well, Mel, so far we've seen a lot of uptake and a lot of interest in vaccine. So my sincere hope is that we'll be able to push through that, knowing that the science is solidly behind vaccine. I think it's really important that people ask questions. Vaccine is still a therapeutic medical intervention. I think people have legitimate questions around vaccine. I would only ask that people go to reliable sources of information. Please visit the toronto.ca/COVID-19 website. Call us. Call your local public health department. If you're not in Toronto, call your own local public health department. Speak to your family physician. Lots of good information, very, very effective. Particularly, vaccines have shown great effect all over the world in terms of reducing hospitalizations and the most serious outcomes associated with COVID-19, which we know are happening, right? We have young people in hospital, in ICUs, requiring ventilation support. It's a serious illness. Vaccine is very effective at preventing that happening.
Dr. de Villa, we have run out of time. If you can give me a 10-second answer on this one, I just really quickly want to get your take on whether or not schools should open to in-person learning this year.
Public health has always been behind schools being open sooner rather than later, and we know disease rates are coming down. We have good weather and good safety measures. I think there's lots of opportunity to get our kids back at school. Good for our health, good for the health of our kids.
Okay, as always, we appreciate your time. Dr. Eileen de Villa, thank you so much. Have a great long weekend.
Great. Thanks, Mel.
Thank you. All right, 7:12 is your time right now, and we're checking in with Dina and Sid, the almost birthday girl.
That's enough of that.
No,
Okay, let's talk
never.
about